Corey and Steve Changgang. Changgang had a hell of a night Thursday night in the paint.
Now Steve Changgang had an outstanding game inside the painted area on both ends. Ravon Barber and Tim Parham got to do a better job of matching the energy of Steve Changgang. Changgang been the difference inside the painted area for the bigs on both teams.
Earlier in the season, you drew a comparison between Changgang and LeBron James.
Yeah,
here we go. How
about that far, but he has been an impact player.
Yeah, that's most definitely.
So the Rainmen control the tip as Clinkscales brings it up over the line. And Chris Matthews, Williams trying to fight his way into the paint off. Got a little mismatch there with Moss, but now Clinkscales is the outside of the arc. Off the count of Parham. Parham, Changgang on him, kicks it back out to Williams. Good closeout by Antonio Ballard, but Williams
Williams!
Yeah, that jump shot's been there all season long. Jason Williams has that mid-range game. Antonio Ballard has to close out, and they can put it on the floor and get a tougher shot.
An unforced turnover there by the Storm. There was a lot of those in Game 3 where the guys were tossing the ball into the first and second rows. On both sides. Matthews, Williams trying to create some space. Nice screen set there, but Corey able to stick with him. And there's a turnover as Matthews plays it into the hands of Adrian Moss. And Moss, the trailing player, hits the three. No
Adrian
one there
Moss
in recognition of him.
Three.
Outstanding recognition by Nick Corey, just being patient. They knew they had numbers. Chris Matthews was trailing late, and an easy knockdown jumper from three-point range by Adrian Moss. Can't allow Moss to have that wide open look. He can kill you from deep.
Quick foul on Jeremy Williams.
Everybody clap your hands.
Matthews
Come on, y'all.
Lob into Williams.
Everybody clap your hands.
Clinkscales double, now the triple. He's got a pass out over
Everybody
Changgang,
clap
and
your
to the
hands.
rim goes Raven Barber. Barber can't finish. Underneath is the rebound by Jeremy Williams, and going to stay Rainmen ball.
Good fight there by Tim Parham, not allowing Steve Changgang get that easy catch. Got to force Changgang outside the painted area. Make him beat you from 10 feet. He can hit that jump shot. He's made a couple threes, surprisingly, early in games. Usually sets the tone for this Island Storm team.
Nice defensive play there by Changgang to get a hand up and knock away a 90-foot pass. So Raven Barber back in transition now. The Storm, as Williams will send it off to a Corey. Moss directed traffic. Gets a clear out to the rim. A Corey can't hit. Changgang underneath the offensive board and put back.
Steve
And the
Changgang.
Island Storm fans that made the trip, very happy about that.
Yeah, Ravon Barber's got to do a better job. Got to block out. Got to get in front of Steve Changgang. Changgay's got off to a quick start here with that put back there. Another steal.
There's Storm. Well, they're crashing into the paint. Adrian Moss says, don't worry about it. I got this. Hits for three. It's 8-2 Storm.
Yeah, not to start the Raymond one here. Storm getting off to a quick start in Game 4 once again. They got off to a quick start in Game 3. So
Matthews fade away, no good, and another defensive board, one and done. Storm come back the other way. Ballard back out to Moss. One more touch. A Corey hits for three.
Nick
And
O'Corey
Craig Hodges
for three.
wants a timeout. And one thing
Timeout,
Don's always
Halifax.
talking to me, and I mean, we're not going to get a look at it because we don't have our headsets going.
Basketball
into
fans, show your
the Silver
team
Vision.
support by
But
having your
Corey's
face painted
feet
today for
are
today's game.
extremely
Check
small.
out the booth upstairs
And
behind
once you see
section
it,
10, where you can have
you'll
your
be
face painted or have a
seeing
balloon
why he's
animal
gotta
made
hit
for
those
only
fadeaways.
$1. This
Going back,
creative
he doesn't have the
service is
base
brought
to
to you by the St.
go in.
Mary's
And
University
I-
dance team,
it's the first
who
time
is
I just looked
fundraising
at
to
his
represent
feet
Canada at
coming
the
down the
World
court.
Dance Competition
And he was
in
right.
Disney
They are extremely
World.
small feet.
And folks,
Never
tickets,
really noticed.
season tickets
You
are on
will.
sale
He's got the
now for the
Batman socks on
2014-2015
tonight.
season. A deposit of $50 is
Raymond's
all that's
struggling right now.
required to
They're
reserve
picking
your
recovery.
seat for next year.
Not finding the
Call
open man.
444-RAIN to
A lot
book
of
your season
confusion on the
tickets
defensive
today.
side of things. Wide open jump shots from three-point range from a team that likes to put up a lot
And
of
it's
threes
Flex Cam
and hits them at
time,
a
brought
very
to
high
you by
rate. You're gonna get
Supplement
yourself into
King.
trouble. And right
Let's
now,
see
they're
those
in big time
guns.
trouble defensively, allowing Adrian Moss and Nick Corey some easy looks from three-point
Come on,
range.
Batman.
You can't have that happen.
3 for 3 from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
Not what you want.
There
3
we
minutes
go.
into the game, especially with a team that averages almost 15 threes a game.
Captain America's let
So
himself
they'll try
go.
to beat you that kind of way in the mid-range transition or full transition. If they got numbers, they're facing with the basketball. It's a team that likes to distribute the
Super
basketball
Mario
and get
indeed.
everybody involved.
Williams will leave it from Matthews as the Raymond trying to get into some type of offensive rhythm. Barber has some space. Shot good.
Raven
Jump shot there by
Barber.
Barber. Williams backed
Double
off.
team in on the inbound. Storm just able to get it over as Ballard. And it's a reach in. It's going to be going against Chris Matthews.
Foul on Matthews.
As on the court. There's Ballard. He's able to shake it off.
Ballard's had a very tough series.
Well, Ballard, and I mean, you also have to lump into that Al Stewart not being in the lineup for the Storm either. I mean, the injury bug hit at an inopportune time for the Storm, but just the right time for the Rainmen.
Yeah. Got to take advantage of that and those opportunities. Let one slip away in game 3, but they most desperately need a win tonight if they're going to have any chance of winning this series. They can't allow the Island Storm to go back to Charlottetown with a 3-1 lead.
We'll have that game tomorrow on Eastlink TV. Making the trip over, Vince on the travel team. It's Quint Scales. In low to Barber. Barber. Spin move. Heavy on the shot. Chang-Gang the board. Defense. Here comes a Corey. Over to Chang-Gang. Chang-Gang driving, and that's going to be an offensive foul. I don't know if he had much control on that.
That would be a charge.
And you have to respect Chang-Gang because
Steve
he's been
Chang-Gang.
known to
Rainmen
shoot from
ball.
outside the arc.
Yeah, he can definitely hit that jump shot if it's uncontested. Outstanding recovery there on the defensive side of things by Tim Parham and drawing him into that charge call.
Another look there as plowed right into Raven Barber. Nice recognition by Williams to Quink Scales. Quink Scales can't hit. Back the other way comes Jeremy Williams. Now Moss step back. No good. It's going to stay Storm basketball.
Two Raymond there, Parham and Barber just couldn't get the communication right. Changay, he got a little physical as well. Looked like he got away with a push, but nevertheless, his outstanding hustle allows him to extend this possession.
Right there, Parham was not letting Chang-Gang get any position. Moss, top of the arc, right battle down low between Parham and Chang-Gang. Instead they go Jeremy Williams outside the arc, can't hit. Parham there for the defensive board, and Raymond will bring it up the court. Oh, nice battle now between Matthews and Corey in the mid-range. Instead they'll go off to Williams. Williams no good. Parham, offensive board, leaves it for Raven Barber. I don't think he was expecting that. Convert on the little bunny.
Can't convert inside that area. A couple opportunities there, but you'd like to see this aggressiveness. Parham and Raven Barber staying aggressive on the offensive rebounding side of things.
Corey no good. Nice rebound there by Barber. Quink Scales on Moss. Take it back. Now Barber drives the lane and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Right now, though, there's something that the Raymond have to look at. It's points off
Storm
turnovers.
foul on
The
Steve
Storm
Chang-Gang.
with an
It'll
edge,
be
8-0.
Raven Barber at the line shooting the deuce.
Got to protect the basketball. Rebounding and turnovers are usually those two factors in the stats column usually show up and rear their ugly heads when
In for the
you're
Storm,
deciding
Casey Love, in
wins
for
and
Halley,
losses.
Brian
Game 3.
Addison.
Particularly down the stretch, the Raymond had a 1-point lead. Just couldn't convert with 45 seconds left in the game on one of their possessions. I think if they would have been able to convert offensively, they probably would have gotten away with a win there. They turned it over, and the Island Storm came back the other way and converted their opportunity. So rebounding and turnovers are very important, especially in the playoffs.
Barber's good on both. We'll see. Rainmen trying to cut this lead in half by the Storm as Ballard drives up, wild shot, loose basketball, and it's going to end up in the hands of Casey Love. And Love's had a good series so far against the Rainmen, including a 20-point effort in game 2. Coming off the bench, he's been a productive
Foul
spark.
on Chris Matthews.
Very active, Casey Love has been. He's definitely been a problem for the bigs of the Rainmen. Having that luxury in Chenge and Love for Coach Salerno, added bonus when you got super guards like Ballard and Okori and Adrian Moss.
Spin move by Ballard, short on the shot and back the other way. Comes Williams and a foul away from the basketball. See, it's going to be...
Looks like it's going on Barber. A lot of jostling
on Matthews.
On Matthews, yeah. Those Nick Okori and Matthews are battling without the basketball, guarding each other.
Halifax foul on
no,
Chris
I think
Matthews.
you are correct.
Checking in, Olu
Raven Barber.
Famatimi.
I saw 23. It's on the scoreboard 32.
Yeah, it looks like it definitely was on Raven Barber. He was jostling after the rebound was taken there. Him and Williams were into a physical altercation.
Right now they got him with 3 fouls. Fade away, good by Jeremy Williams.
So early decision here for Coach Hodges, whether he's going to ride it out with Rayvon Barber the rest of the quarter with 3 personals or go to the bench and inject one of the bigs.
Clink Scales, shot from outside, no good. Rebound underneath is Casey Love. Now it's up there as a foul on Matthews. It's
very confusing.
We'll figure it out at the media timeout, which is coming up right now. I don't think I even have a script to read.
Foul on Brian Addison.
Sponsors, but I can
Jeremy
say it's
Williams
Hamachi
line,
Host.
shooting 2. Also checking in
Boneheads.
for Halifax, Robert Nortman.
Not sure.
Prince George. Oh, it's 2 shots instead of the media timeout. Don't we have a media timeout? The Storm looking to increase the lead, though. With Jeremy Williams to the line, they've been perfect from the free throw line today. Up to Williams. Williams reverse layup. Good.
Williams.
Nice outlook pass there to Williams, beating the defense down the floor.
Corey to Love, and Love.
Casey
That's
Love.
a 2-on-1. Yeah.
Yeah, back to back, getting beat. Both teams struggling.
When you're down 11, you don't want to really necessarily trade baskets.
No, not easy baskets either. Not easy looks from 2 feet out.
Nice shot by Williams, but great screen set there by Famutimi. Get him the space he needed. As Norman's in the game now as well. Norman, Addison, Famutimi, and foul coming.
Norman very physical here.
Rainman foul.
Got to give
on
Williams a
Robert
little bit of space and respect his ability to drive to the basket and attack the rim. Don't want to give too much space because he can knock down the jumper from beyond the arc, but you want to back up just a little bit there. As you can see in the replay, a lot of physical pushing there all the way to the basket by Nortman.
Jeremy Williams at the line, attempting his second.
So Kirk from the line on the Storm. As they're up 21-10, wide outlet to Williams. Williams gets it back to Olu, and Olu drives, and it's going to be 2 shots coming.
Storm foul on Adrian Moss.
Oh no, it's going on the baseline, beg your pardon. So before the shot, Williams springs from the pack out inside the arc. And Norman there to set some space for him. Now he'll shoot from the free throw line. And Can't get the putback dunk to go. Nortman has the offensive board stolen away by a Corey. Back the other way. Antonio Ballard with an athletic play and finish at the rim. Really contorting his body. Storm up 13.
Not a lot of rim protection here by this Rainmen defense. With this particular lineup, the only really person out there that really can guard that rim would be Addison and block a shot or alter a shot. Nortman's got to step up, be able to block shots or make it tough on the opposition.
Well, good take there by Nortman going in on a Corey. We get another look here at Antonio Ballard's reverse layup.
The pride of Dalhousie University, Robert Nortman.
Was Jason Williams. He's at a disadvantage on a 2-on-1.
Checking in for the Storm,
Ed Jones
also Ed Jones.
For the Storm. Rims out the first. Off into the wing to Jones. Jones jab step. Another one. Passes at the elbow to Casey Love, and Love's backing his way in. Instead, they'll go back outside the arc. Ballard, ball fake. Shot no good. Addison there for the rebound. Swung over. Holy for three. No good. And it's rebounded by Adrian Moss. Moss getting up over everyone to the rim, and it's not going to go this time, but two shots coming for Ballard.
Once again, the Island Storm forcing the one and done, getting the rebound, and looking
Halifax
to push the basketball up the court. Adrian Moss doing an outstanding job thus far, finding Ballard, who's running the floor. Not particularly sure who's guarding Antonio Ballard, because he seems to be running free down the middle of the court and being guarded very late. Guy that can finish at the rim, can attack. You got to pick this guy up early and force him away from the basket. And right now he's having his way with this Rainmen defense in the transition.
Rims out the second. So McKinney will have to sit while he's going into the shooter. Addison has it stripped away. It's going to be last touch by Adrian Moss off his foot. So McKinney checks in. Tim Parham back in the game for the Rainmen. Parham's numbers, his minutes have been greatly reduced in the playoffs. Not quite sure why.
Having a very tough time guarding Chenge and Casey Love. Those guys are doing an outstanding job. You can see it in the statistics. These guys are basically, outplaying Tim Parham.
I'll take again, clean scales. So let's dribble. Parham setting the screen to get some space. Instead, lob it down to him down underneath, and he misses. Moss, the rebound.
He's got to continue to stay active, even though he missed that two-footer. He's got to continue to stay active offensively. Moss continue to rebound as well defensively.
Moss left it there for Love. Right now, the Rainmen have to take advantage of this scoring jar to the Storm. Famutimi off in the wing. Williams flexing down the lane, and there's a nice recognition by Jason Williams.
There you go. Williams moving without the basketball. Nice easy cut in the lane. Nice look. A nice finish at the rim. Continue to attack.
Yeah, and he's making it tough for Moss to get the ball over. Now had to get a 50-foot pass. Nice defense there by Clinkscales on McKinney. 7 on the shot clock. Love sets the screen. He rolls to the basket. Moss won't go to him. Skip pass over the outside the arc. And big three as the shot clock expires for Jeremy Williams.
Yeah, Nortman closing out late. Not sure what he was doing on the backside. He was 2 passes away. Got to get a little closer to Jeremy Williams. Like I said, he can knock down that jumper from beyond the arc. Got to force him to put the ball on the floor.
Parham, hook, no good. And McKinney there for the rebound. 27-13 as we approach 2 minutes left here in the first. Not the start we're used to seeing with the Rainmen. I can't say that about second and third quarters. It's been the Achilles heel, but right now it's very surprising to see the Rainmen come out this flat. Williams Screen set there by Norman into the painted area, and no shot, but a foul coming on Ed Jones.
Yeah, that's a matchup that the Raymond need to take advantage of.
Storm
The
foul
ability
on
of
Ed
Jason
Jones.
Williams to get to that painted area and create his own shot with his own offense with Jones guarding him.
Storm, while in for Halifax, Raven
Attack the rim. Right now, the Island
it's
Storm
Jason
really
Williams
don't have
at the
a
line,
rim
shooting
protector
two.
in there defensively. So you want to be able to attack the rim and not settle for jump shots unless they're there wide open when they're created off the dribble and the help comes late. And you hit the open man, but got to get to the rim.
For Jones, almost traveled with the basketball. Instead, they'll pop it back out to Van Zandt. Down back to Love. 2 on the shot clock. They got to put it up, and that's a shot clock violation against the Storm.
And that's a good defense there. Good pick and
No
recovery
basket,
by that
24-second
Raymond
violation.
half-court
Rainmen
defense.
ball.
What they needed early in this basketball game, but better to show off later than not at all in this quarter. But they need to convert on the offensive end now.
Off the foot of Faputini. Just when you think they have a little spark, that happens.
Yeah, tough break for Famatini. Had a nice blow-by dribble there, had the advantage.
Almost got Van Zandt off his feet. McKinney's got a double on him. He's able to pass out. Jones will send it down to Dwayne Smith. A turnover. Now Williams has got to chase that basketball down. Parham with some position in the paint. Said they go to Clink Scales. And
Clink Scales after
nice
the tasty
there by Jason
dish
Williams.
from Jason
Great effort
Williams.
to run down the floor without the basketball by Clint Scales. Right now, the Raymond are defensively bringing their tempo up, but just a little bit here.
No basket.
Great play once again by
Offensive
Rayvon
foul,
Barber,
Ed
sacrificing his
Jones.
body and taking the charge. Coach Salerno
Antonio
disagrees
Ballard
and
checking
calls
in.
it a block, but you look
Rainmen
at the
ball.
replay here.
Nickel Corey.
Clearly
into-
outside.
Yeah, most definitely a charge there. Great job by Rayvon Barber stepping in the lane and recognizing.
Second time today he's had the shoulder come into his chest. Clink Scales driving. Gets the double, and he's fouled. He's going to shoot two.
That's what they need to do. Continue to be aggressive, attacking the rim. Like I said, there's not really a
Sean Van
rim
Zandt with the
protector
foul
in
for
the
the
game
Storm.
right now for this Island Storm team.
And for as flat as they've been for parts of this quarter, they could go into the quarter break only down single digits.
Yeah, and that's definitely the
Clink
goal,
Scales
is the
with
way
the
they
line,
started
shooting
out
the
this
deuce.
game. In particular on the defensive end, not finding the open man, and the Island Storm taking full advantage of their opportunities wide open from beyond the arc and knocking them down.
And a little recognition that Casey Love is completely unguarded. 90 feet away from the basket. Parham takes back, put a body on him. There's a Corey. Drives, leaves it for Love on the baseline. Now Ballard spins out. A travel called on Antonio Ballard.
Yeah, Antonio Ballard was looking for the contact there. Figured he got pushed.
Now the Raymond will hold their last shot. Sapara and Famutimi on the wings. Parham comes up to set the screen, and he'll roll, but Clink Scales holds, lobs it in, and Raymond got to hurry, and that will not count.
At the end of
Little
one, the
helter-skelter
Rainmen claw
offense,
back
not the way you want to
19,
end
the
the
Storm
quarter,
27.
but they are only down.
The Halifax Rainmen would like to thank
By
the
8.
following sponsors for their support this season.
Very odd
Physio
play
Clinic,
there
keeping
down
you in the
stretch.
game.
I kind of figured Clink
Sears,
Scales was
make
going to be a
every
little
day
bit more
a great
aggressive
day.
and
Prince
going
George
towards the
Hotel,
basket.
our official hotel
force
partner.
the double team
Bonehead
inside
Barbecue,
the paint there.
real
Draws the double
Southern
team
style
so he can
barbecue.
hit the open man,
Eastlink.
but he kind of threw a
Eastlink
lob
Wireless
pass
is
on the
here,
backside
powered
there.
by
He's looking for
Ericsson.
Barber to move
Steel
without the
Auto Group,
basketball.
where value is
Just
driven home.
miscommunication there.
Bikram Yoga, the original hot
One of the
yoga, and our
parts
official
of
studio.
the quarter there,
Malega
telling
Tours
the tale.
Limited, the
A lot of
Halifax Rainmen official bus sponsor.
miscommunication there on
Energy
a few
103.5,
possessions. But they did an
90s
outstanding
and
job
now.
in the last four
Supplementing
possessions defensively.
and Wilson's
getting
gas
this
stops
lead
with
down
instant
to
savings
single
using
digits.
cash or
Well,
debit. And when the Rainmen dunk
Storm's had
5,
8
it's
of 17
fantastic.
from
You
the
can hit
floor.
up
Four of
Wilson's
those are
gas stops
threes.
to buy a Powerade for 55 cents the
Kind of
day
a-
after the game.
A telling tale of the first quarter. Look for stats here. Jason Williams with 10 for the Rainmen. He's leading all scorers. Jeremy Williams with 9, 2 or 3 shooting, including a 3, and 4 for 4 from the line.
We told Doug we were taking away his Sears mattress for a week.
I'll just go without sleep then.
That's
Game
7 nights
5
of the latest sleep technology.
tomorrow on
Optimal
Eastlink
spine
TV.
support. And
From
Sears
Charlottetown.
365
It's going to be a nice
night
trip over
comfort guarantee.
to Prince Edward Island. Looking forward to
Once
that.
you've slept on a mattress from
Have a-
Sears,
I'm also looking forward
won't
to
settle
a
for anything
wonderful
else.
Charlottetown donair afterwards. It's gonna be a- Had it last time I was over. It's great.
Always bringing you more of what you love. Things like Eastlink to go. Now you can watch movies, shows.
You gonna have
and
one,
sports
Vince?
on
No
your
carbs
computer,
after 7 still.
tablet, Or smartphone.
I'm not gonna
Would you
have
like
it,
popcorn with that?
They're really good, man.
We're Eastlink.
Not gonna lie.
Experience
The
beyond.
garlic fingers are good too.
I made a little bit of money. I paid this cover.
Link scales. I mean, the telling. Something that's been telling this series. With the link scales. The Raymond need to find someone that can give him a little bit of play.
Yeah,
He's going bell to bell every game.
at this point, I mean, if you look down that bench, there's not really anybody you could really point to. Maybe Chris Matthews could spell him a little bit from Watini. Maybe Safaris can do the job as well. But you got to have a guy that can, distribute the basketball and not turn it over. Turnovers are a big key. We talked about a great key of statistics that usually goes in the way of wins and losses. So you got to have the guy that is able to protect the basketball and make good decisions with the basketball, and he's he's the only true point guard in this Raymond lineup.
And you have to tip your hat to him for being told you're going to go 48. Be ready, and he's brought the lunch pail every game. Smith has got to throw up a 3, and Ballard can't come away with the rebound. Clink scales back the other way in transition for 3. Yes!
Scale from
Great job there by
downtown.
Smith
Expecto
Wide open jump shot, he knocks it
Patronum.
down. That's what he can do.
Sapari gambled on that. Came up empty. He is down to the rim goes Dwayne Smith, and Tim Parham, I think, is going to get charged with the personal on this one. And yes, it will be on Parham. He came across.
Foul on TP.
2 shots coming for Smith.
Dwayne
See
Smith
the
at the
replay,
line
nice
shooting 2.
recognition. Smith there, duck down, a lot of contact. Playoff basketball at his best right there. Forcing Smith to make 2 at the line. Smith struggles on the year from the free-throw line, and he misses the first. So good foul there by Tim Parham.
5-point game as Barber gets a lob from Clink Scales, and I back the other way come the Storm. And
Basket
one for
counts
Sean
for
Van
Sean
Zandt.
Van Zandt.
You got a 4-point swing there.
Yeah, very risky
Raymond
lob
foul
is,
on
but
Olu Famatimi, and
sometimes
Van
it works.
Zandt's trying to make it
take
3.
the chance. Well, I mean,
Sometimes
you see a lot in this league. But, not only does the Raymond do it a lot, every other team does it a lot. Seems to be one of those things you just can't get out of, right?
Sometimes you got to climb up that top turnbuckle for the high-risk maneuver. Clink Scales. It's off to Famutimi. Short. Nice rebound there by Barber. Rainmen maintain possession. screen coming, and Barber going down the lane. He's knocked off his feet. It's going to be a foul on the Storm.
A lot of contact going on both ends.
Van Zandt with a foul.
Officials
for the Storm.
allowing them,
while checking in for
allowing the guys to play this afternoon.
Williams.
Both teams getting away with a lot of extracurricular, physicality going up and down the court with guys without the basketball.
Williams open for a long two.
Chase
Yes!
and Williams for two.
Wide open. He'll kill you every time from that distance.
Lob down to Smith, and now Van Zandt for three. In transition, no good. Loose basketball. Quick scales the rebound. Cross-court pass to Williams. One more bounce to Sapara, and the Rainmen can't finish. Loose ball, though. They might get another chance. No, they won't.
Sapara's got to be a little selfish there and take that shot.
Corey to the rim, and nice foul there by Williams.
Good feed by Williams on the end there, but Sapara
Rainmen
definitely has to be
Jason
aggressive
Williams.
and attack the basket.
At the line, shooting two.
It's one of the things that he does very well.
Corey good on both.
Excellent.
There's Clink Scales over the top, and a screen set. Williams was open, but instead leaves it for Tommy Sapara. And Sapara is very short on that.
Unfortunately, that's just not the shot Sapara should be trying to take. He can hit that shot. I've seen him take it and make it in shoot-arounds, and he's made it in a few games, but his game is getting towards the basket and finishing at the rim.
Defense! Here comes Moss. Hesitation. Fade away. No good. It's going to go off of Smith, who tapped it over to Parham's hand. Raymond will have possession. In comes Jeremy Williams. Sapara at the elbow, instead comes out for the screen. Now into the corner for Barber. Now we'll swing it around. Williams backing his way off. Point skills up to the elbow, no good. Rebound underneath. Jeremy Williams. Moss Ballard heading straight down to the corner. Now he's going to come back up. Instead, they'll go the other way, and Corey almost has it knocked out of his hands by Sapara, and Sapara had to foul him as he was going to get caught.
Dami Sapara with the foul.
Watching
checking in,
Corey
Brian
drive to the
Addison.
basket.
Defense!
Smith will leave it for Moss. A bounce pass down low. Back over to Corey. Corey from deep for three. Oh my goodness.
Not much you can do about that by Sapara. Did an outstanding job of closing out and forcing the tough shot. Sometimes offense is just a little too much better than the defense, and he beat the defense right there with that nice three from deep.
Back into Parham. Parham under the rim. Good.
Tim Parham.
Staying with it was Tim Parham. And Coach Salerno was upset that there wasn't a call, an offensive foul call on Parham, hitting Casey Love in the face there with his offhand.
Well, big shot there between Jeremy Williams and Addison, who comes down the court and trying to throw an open field block. Corey for three, no good. Addison the rebound.
He was looking for the contact
Sapara wide open underneath.
Dami Sapara.
Coach Salerno wants a timeout.
Good run out there by Sapara. This timeout's basically to try to get into the ear of the official.
Another look here is
Timeout,
sees
Storm.
it, fires it right up. The Sapara net.
Basketball
50%
fans,
off
all
today
Rainmen
only.
merchandise is on
Finish.
sale
There
for
it is.
15%
And now
off.
back
Make
to
your way down to the merch booth and stock up on all your favorite rain gear now. Saving 15% while you're at it. While you're down there, check out the special edition Craig Hodges shooting shirts. Only $20. This special edition is not included in the 15% off sale. The shirt also includes an autographed picture. Make sure to make your way down.
In the start of this Island Storm team,
they're gone.
On fire.
And fans, you can sign up to get all of your pre- and post-game info delivered straight to your inbox from the comfort of your seat.
Now they need to
text Rainmen
their game
and your email
even more.
address
The second
to
unit
77077.
is going to be dependent on
standard message and data rates
bring some
apply.
defensive
Messages
presence
by
and be able to get some baskets on the other end when they bring that defensive presence.
And fans, the Rainmen would like to send out a big thank you for all of those who traveled on the bus and supported our team during the last away game. The fans are a crucial part of this team, and the Rainmen are thankful for the dedicated fans right here in Halifax. The Rainmen would like to extend the same invite to participate in the fan bus for tomorrow's game in Charlottetown. If interested, sign up by the end of today's game at the merchandise booth. Price per person is $30, which includes your bus fare and entrance to the game. If the bus is not filled by the end of today's game, then it won't be run. So for those who sign up, please check in with the merch booth at the end of the game to make sure the bus is going.
Game one, they struggled big time trying to find those shots there. Pulled it out in the end. Game two was even more a struggle. Not having the services of Antonio Ballard, that didn't help as well. As Al Stewart was out as well. So having those two individuals not in your lineup, Antonio Ballard gives you at least 15 and close to 10 a game. So
there he goes, and off the glass, and that's why he gives
Antonio
you 15
Ballard.
and 10 a game.
Very aggressive. Can finish at the rim. One of the things he's been doing very consistently all season long.
Clink scales as Addison rolls. Instead, he'll attack the entire Storm defense. Adrian Moss and the Storm come back the other way with numbers. Leaves underneath for Casey Love, and a travel called on Casey Love. 4-on-2. Sometimes your best defense is for the guy to anticipate a big play.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Williams
Everybody clap your hands.
Go on Ballard, cross paint to Quint Scales. And
Come
Quint
on,
Scales is blocked, and 2 shots are coming for him. Casey Love's going to get called with personal, I believe.
Yeah, he disagreed there. Good job there by Clint Scales.
Casey Love with the foul for the Storm.
Getting the pass, pump faking, as you can see on the backside. Nice pump, that low by dribble there on Moss, and a lot of contact by Love. He was there in good position. If he would have just stood straight up instead of reaching over top of Clint Scales, he probably would have gotten away with it.
Clink Scales. And he's got 9 on the day. Nice full court pressure shown by the Raymond. As Moss and the Storm got a pass out of it. Now Corey Ballard. And a good recovery defense there by Tommy Sapar. Instead, Casey Love comes away with that steal, and Williams the rebound. Now back the other way come the Raymond. Williams in on Antonio Ballard. Beautiful call there, but I think that might be a little Fesbyism from Antonio Ballard.
That was a beautiful Euro step there by Jason Williams. He recognized that Ballard was stepping up, looking to take that charge. An outstanding job of contorting his body and finishing at the rim.
Williams back to Love. Love with a long shot, no good. Underneath is Ballard. Ballard's got 2 shots coming his way.
Have to match the activity, the aggressive activity by Antonio Ballard. The motor is always going. Sapar's got to recognize that. Antonio Ballard's not a guy that's going to stand around and watch the basketball bounce around the rim, especially on the offensive end. He looks to be very aggressive and get second and third chance opportunities.
Now Steve Changang is checked back in for Casey Love, so Storm bringing some size back out onto the court. both. 39-32 with just over 6 left here in the second. Sapporo back over to Clinkscales and a bounce pass. Down to Addison. Nice triangle there by Williams, unable to finish. It's going to be Storm basketball off the tip.
Defense.
Trying to trap in the corner. He almost caught for steps.
Defense.
Back to Moss, one last touch. Another recovery defense there. And some great defensive pressure there in this set by the Rainmen. It's going to stay. Oh, it's going Rainmen basketball. Beg your pardon.
Yeah, hit off of Antonio Ballard's foot. Clinkscales did a good job of not buying for that fake.
Look, a good trap in the corner. Good recovery into the other corner. Clinkscales back to Williams now. Williams. Back to Clinkscales into the paint and
Brian Addison from Clinkscales.
That's what Clinkscales does. Clinkscales can do that. He can just continue to be a little bit more aggressive that way and drawing the double team. That'll allow guys to get some easy looks.
Big Team P says nay.
Clinkscales in transition for 3, no good. Underneath is Tim Parham though for the offensive board. Rainmen possession of tying this game.
Yeah. High risk shot there in transition from 3-point range by Clinkscales, but he recognized that Parham was underneath the basket and had an easy opportunity for the putback.
Another turnover as the Storm try to pass across the paint. Down to Williams, who's outstretched over.
Jason Williams from Clinkscales.
Pass and recognition by Cliff Clinkscales. Knew that Williams had the smaller Corey on him, and a nice lob pass and finish at the rim was Williams.
Nick
Corey back the other way with a nice finish of his own.
And the Storm definitely needed that.
Outstretched from the basket.
Yeah, he needed that desperately. Raymond right now have all the momentum, a little bit of momentum break up there with that Corey finish at the rim, but the Rain, you're now on a little bit of a run. Got to continue to pressure this defense and be aggressive, attack the rim.
Sapporo down to Addison, and that is going to be a shot clock violation, but Changgang has come up a little game as Moss out in the corner for 3 for Ballard. Raymond dodged a bullet there as he does not miss many that are wide open.
He's not very confident as coming back from that back injury. You can see, particularly in game 3, didn't really look to shoot the 3 from that range.
Changgang looks like he took a shot in the gut and he's still trying to catch his breath. Oh, a nice steal there by Ballard in transition with the one-handed finish.
Antonio Ballard.
Craig Hodges wants a timeout. I think the guy that's happiest about it is Changgang.
The Halifax Rainmen would like to do a special shout-out to the following sponsors who went above and beyond by purchasing tickets on behalf of youth to get them to today's game. Please join me in thanking Michael Hassler from Blue Ocean Contact Centers, Don Clough from Combi, Woody Ferris from the WM Ferris Group,
nice steal there in the open floor and a finish at the rim.
Steve Quinn from BMW, Roscoe
Ballard's starting to
McNeil
take
from
over
Duggars,
a little bit here for the
Ian
Island
Tremble
Storm
from
in the
Sure
second
Shot
quarter.
Dispensing Systems,
Stepping up.
John Volko
Him
from
and
PCL
Nicocore.
Construction,
Storm
Joe
up
McGinnis from
43.
Dirty Nelly's Irish Pub, Don Mills from
238.
CRA, Jim Mills from Office Interiors, Lee Bragg from Eastlink, Wayne Crawley from Unique Limited, Paul Sobey from Sobeys, Robert Merchant from Merchant Moffat Wealth Management, and John Carruthers from Grant Thornton
16
LLP.
from Williams, but Antonio Ballard, 9. Nico Corey leading the way for the Storm. Well, the bright spot right now as well, the Rainmen outscoring the Storm 18 to 12 points in the paint. Something they were struggling with. Kuchelski timeouts.
Trying to sort things out. A lot of conversation between Coach Salerno and the officiating crew this afternoon. He's in the ear of any official that even comes close to the Island Storm bench.
Williams just has to save it from going out of bounds on the sideline. Addison pops it off the Clinkscales. Nice double team there by the Storm as they pass it back around and shot there by Famutimi.
Famutimi.
Nice shot in rhythm by Famutimi. Outstanding half-court set coming out of that timeout. Just what the doctor ordered for this Raymond team.
Back the other way on Corey. Had it ripped out of his hands. It'll stay Storm basketball.
He was looking for the foul there, and so is Coach Salerno looking for the fouls. He called the triangle inbound. Looks like the Island Storm had a little bit of a triangle set. Calling for the triangle inbound here. Coach Salerno stole his hand gestures toward his team.
I think he was just putting up the symbol of Jay-Z.
As it's off. What, Illuminati? No.
The Illuminati is why the Storm are up 2-1 in this series. Don't question it. Stay Storm basketball. Lobs it into Ballard. Corey just waiting on the wings. Instead they go to Jeremy Williams coming down the paint. Nice finish there by Williams.
Jeremy Williams.
Felt the basketball was Williams. Great cut, great patience. Easy finish. No rim protection once again by the Raymond. Points in the paint. Starting to creep in the favor of the Island Storm.
Nice speed basketball here. Pop off to Williams. Shot, no good. And Parham climbed the ladder to try to get the board. It's the last touch by him.
Yeah, Steve Chenge did an outstanding job of challenging Parham to that rebound, not allow him to corral that. Credit Steve Chenge on that possession.
Trying to keep Williams in the corner. Turned over, but Clinkscale is going to get called for the personal. As Moss hits the deck.
Raymond foul on Cliff Clinkscales. Adrian Moss at the line, shooting 2.
Ed Jones to check back in
for the Storm. Ed Jones.
To see if we get another look at that foul. I don't think it's coming. Moss is going to shoot 2 as the Raymond are in the penalty. Good on the first. Salerno's been working the officials all this quarter, and he's only got 2 team fouls against him.
He's been working him every time somebody comes in earshot. Official-wise, he's been giving him the business.
Barber hesitated, and that's going to be a drive by Barber. 2 shots coming his way.
Storm foul on Jeremy Williams.
And there's the weakness right there in this Island Storm defense. Right in the middle of the key, right at the foul line. If the Raymond can get that entry pass right there and just be patient and wait for the Island Storm to make, an aggressive move either left or right and then attack the rim, they can get that result as Raven Barber has right here, an opportunity to shoot 2. Barber does an outstanding job when he gets the basketball. He waits for the defense to dictate itself and then moves his movement off what the defense is giving him.
Defense! 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 Defense!
Williams.
Defense! Defense!
Cross into the corner there for Jeremy Williams. Back over to Ballard. Ballard draws the double. Moss in the host. He's got it back out. Instead, he'll turn around jumper. What a tough shot there by Adrian Moss.
He hits tough shots all over the court. This guy is a gamer for sure. Moss, big time shooter. Shoot any type of shot. We've seen all kinds of shots he's made. He's a king at the floater for sure. With this height, he has to.
Williams for 3, no good. It's chased down by Olu Famutimi. Now Clinkscale back on the other side. Shot for two, no good. And Jeremy Williams there smothering the rebound as we approach a minute left here in the first half.
Yeah, can't afford to have offensive struggles down the stretch here in the end of this quarter. Got to finish strong. Stay close.
Ballard for three, short. Changeng the board. Now Steve Changeng kick it back out to Moss. 2 for 1 if they hurry.
Jason Williams is tough right now trying to guard Steve Changeng.
Oh, a spin by Moss. Off to Williams for three, no good. The Raymond have dodged a couple bullets from that wide open corner three tonight. Williams backs his way into the paint. No good. He's shooting two.
And Coach
Salerno wants to travel.
Yeah.
Storm foul on Jeremy Williams. Jason
Williams right now is spent because he's in a dogfight on the defensive end trying to keep up with Steve Changeng. Changeng flexing out inside, in and outside the painted area, setting ball screens.
Missed on the first. For Williams.
You can see Williams' jersey is drenched. He is spending a lot of energy on the defensive end.
I don't recall him leaving the court, him or Clinkscale. And if he did, it was not for long.
No. Not sure if that's a good matchup for the Raymond defensively, him trying to guard Steve Changeng. I mean, physically, he looks like he can handle himself, but I mean, Steve Changeng plays with a lot of aggression on the offensive end, and he doesn't give any defender a break.
Well, and Changeng's going to have the length advantage on him. Oh, we even just saw it down there where he have to move his feet to secure the offensive board. Ed Jones has his dribble stop, and he's got to pass out of it. Well, foul coming.
Coach Salerno is waiting for these fouls. He stepped all the way past the coach's box and peered right into the eyes of the official.
With
looking for that foul.
At the line,
like I said it early in the first quarter, the officials are allowing these guys to play with a lot of contact. Both teams are getting it, but it's consistent. That's the one thing. Don't tell Coach Salerno that. He doesn't think it's consistent.
Get them both. Raymond can hold for last shot. Let's hope they have a better offense than the last final quarter possession. Williams driving, and it's going to be 2 shots going at the buzzer.
At the half, the Rainmen 43, the Storm 51.
That left-hand side's been gold for Jason Williams in this first 24 minutes. I think the Island Storm are playing him and forcing him to his left.
Just before,
he can pretty much drive
foul on number 5,
to the
Antonio
paint
Ballard, Jason
with
Williams
either
at the
hand.
line.
So Williams for the rear. Just all by yourself, Eric Carmen.
Yeah!
All right, 46-51. Way up to the highlights of the half.
got money, you got plenty to show, and that's funny, 'cause I've seen it before. You wanna hold my hand, you wanna hold my door. got options. Any money and more. Had a minute. That was a long time ago. You wanna spend my time? You wanna spend my dough? You got love for sale? I don't need it. 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 I don't need it.
Try to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down cause you're overzealous. Play hard to get females, get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and showing body. A chick walks by, you wish you could sex her, but you're standing on the wall like you was Poindexter. Next day's function, high class luncheon. Food is served and you're stone cold munching. Music comes on, people start to dance, but then you ate so much you nearly split your pants. A girl starts walking, guys start gawking. Sits down next to you and starts talking. Says she wanna dance cause she likes the groove. So come on, fatso, and just bust the move. The move.
I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo, gotta let go. I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying, ayo, baby, let's go. I came to dance, 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 dance. I hit the floor cause that's my plans, 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 plans. I'm wearing all my favorite brands, 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 brands. Give me some space for both my hands, 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 hands. You, cause it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on. Yeah, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo, gotta let go. I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying, ayo, baby, let's go. Cause we gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite. Cause I told you once, now I told you twice, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite.
about to get underway. Navs and Vince here with you on the web stream. Thanks for joining us. Game 4 of the NBL Canada playoffs. The Rainmen down 51-45. The Island Storm. As the Rainmen try to tie it up, and Chris Matthews. Getting some production there, and I guess he's good to go.
Yeah, big time missing in the second quarter. Not sure what the reason was. He didn't get any minutes, but he starts off the Raymond off to a quick start. Much needed from Matthews.
Raven Barber!
Just like that, the Raymond are with him too, so coming out the gate flying here. Defense. In the second half. Jeremy Williams backs his way in. Pump fake no good. And Jason Williams comes away with a rebound. Matthews. And see, I think it's a foul called.
It looks like the ball bounced out of bounds there. The call looks like it was knocked out of bounds by Nikokori. That I think what the call is. Inadvertent whistle.
Inadvertent whistle is the call.
Nope.
And the
Salerno's not happy about that, obviously.
Nope.
Man, when am I going to get one of these?
Link Scales now off the wing. Moss calling for a little help. Now they're going to double him in the corner. Good pass, so Williams for three. And the
Williams!
Big shot there by
from downtown. Arresto momentum.
Back down the other way, and it's going to be two shots for Ballard.
Rain out to a 7-0 start here coming out of the halftime break. Nice run.
Rainmen
Game
foul
of
on
runs
Raven
basketball,
Barber.
so you got to take advantage of your runs. When you're hot, go with the guys with the hot hand. Make sure that they're getting their touches and their looks at the goal.
Antonio
Ballard did a good job of drawing the double team. Wrong type of double team if you're the Island Storm. You don't want to leave Jason Williams wide open from anywhere on the court. It doesn't matter where he's standing. Beyond the arc, 15 feet, 18 feet, 2 feet.
He's a finisher.
Exactly. He can finish from the jumper. He's got the long-range game. He's got the mid-range game. He's a closer at the rim.
He's got 22 right now. As Ballard tries to tie it. He missed the first, gets the second. Long outlet pass to Parham. Parham back underneath the Barber.
Good
job there by Parham. Two dribbles, bump, Chenge. Nice running without the basketball. Movement without the basketball by Barber. Barber's having a pretty good game this afternoon.
Corey skips it over to Ballard, and Ballard gets it into Jeremy Williams.
Jeremy Williams
for three. Adrian Moss is.
Both teams are starting to take shots at each other offensively.
Moss is trying to figure out what's going on with his arm.
And that's not a good sign right now if you're the Island Storms watching Adrian Moss come up a little lame. You got Van Zant coming off the bench, but
calling in the physio, and
yeah, he looks like he's in a lot of discomfort here on his right hand. Now he's naturally left-handed. That offhand is a big part of his game. He's flexing it and trying to get it loose here, but he's going to have to get some help here by the training staff. So Van Sant is forced in the action.
So we're keeping an eye on that as we progress. As Williams, this is the Storm, go back up one. They lose one. Matthews, jumper, no hesitation, no good. Ballard for rebound here. Van Zant now down to Chengen. Chengen backs his way in on Parham. Hook, no good. That's Chris Matthews for the rebound. So here comes Clinkscales. Crossover, Parham rolling down the rim, but just opens up space for Raven Barber. He misses. Parham counts the foul.
They're hoping to cover on the backside, just not there. The defense is sliding down in the paint.
On Antonio Ballard, big TP.
Parham left wide open and unattended. Cannot have this guy catch a rebound 2 feet away from the basket, as he's got a lot of strength in finishing at the rim as he drew the contact. So Parham and Barber doing a good job. The bigs for the Raymond coming out.
Nothing on that.
Yeah, it was a little shaky from the free throw line. Parham not the greatest free throw shooter. Part of his game that he needs to continue to work on. The Raymond bigs are doing an outstanding job of just outplaying the bigs of the Storm. Chenge and Williams need to step up.
Nice play there by Clinkscales to knock it over the hands of Okori. And back the other way, he can't finish. Parham the offensive board, powering his way inside, no good. Okori comes away with it. Great defensive play though, and great recognition by Williams to get that ball up the court quick. Raymond unable to come away with points off that trip though.
Yeah, Clinkscales tried to draw the contact there in transition. Should have just continued to be aggressive and finishing at the rim strong. Contact's gonna come there. Don't try to avoid it.
Van Zandt up off the high glass. Chenge trying to keep it alive. Instead it bats it right into the hands of Jason Williams, and a travel. No, it's gonna be a foul.
Yeah, absolutely. Foul was early there at the foul line there, drew by Williams. But that's what you do in transition.
And a good sign here as Moss heads back to the table.
He's trying to flex his arm. He's trying to convince Salerno to put him back into the game. And that's 4 fouls on Williams. So that forces the hand of Salerno.
Ed Jones is coming in.
Storm substitution in Ed Jones.
And they take away Jeremy Williams' ability to score the basketball from deep or at the rim. Smith is going to have to play some major minutes in this third quarter.
Van Zandt bringing it up the court. Now he'll drive. Leaves underneath for Chenge. Chenge counted the foul as Barber came over the top.
Excuse me, I said Smith as Jones actually came in for.
Basket counts.
Smith goes to the locker room. He looks like he's hurt.
Foul on Raven Barber, and it's Chenge at the line trying to make it 3.
Chenge misses on the 3-point opportunity, and it's going to be Storm basketball as Antonio Ballard tries to save it.
Yeah, Antonio Ballard with the motor, keeping that ball alive. He almost got it. A little bit of carelessness on the block out by Raven Barber. You got to match the intensity and the motor of Antonio Ballard. You got to know who you're blocking out. This guy is a finisher.
Matthews across the top, no good. Can't get his own rebound, but Parham's underneath. Parham has been a force rebounding the second half. Now a drive to the basket by Clinkscales and backs himself off. Floater up to Raven Barber for the finish.
Wow, that's an outstanding pass by Clinkscales. You're not a fan of that lob, but he's got some precision lobs. You've seen this all season long from Clinkscales. Nice touch and great finish at the rim by Barber.
Corey able to save that. Van Zandt now bounce to Chenge. Chenge with the double. Clinkscales coming in for the help. And it looks like he's going to pick up the personal.
Yeah, there's one of those calls there worked by Coach Salerno there. Haven't seen too many of those ticky-tack fouls, and that was one of those right there called on the baseline on Clinkscales.
5-second violation on Van Zandt.
Hey, that was a quick 5-second call.
We've seen a couple quick 5-second calls on that baseline against the Storm this year. Williams, though, he's being quick himself as he. Chenge is going to go off his forearm, and it'll stay Raymond basketball.
Good idea by Williams, but I wouldn't like him to take the shot. Just take the shot. If you're 2-3 feet away from the basket, you're able to close and finish. You got to take that shot. Got to be a little bit selfish there. Good to see him trying to be unselfish and involve his teammates, but at that distance, Williams, you got to take that yourself.
Come on, y'all.
Parham back to Clinkscales. Oh, nice athletic move to the basket. Can't get the scoop to go. Storm come back the other way as Van Zandt pushing the tempo. Ballard, in transition, instead goes to Ed Jones. Off the front iron, Williams has got to chase it down. It's going to be a foot race. A great, smart idea by Williams. Instead, it goes back the other way, and well, Ed Jones can't control the pass, and it's going to stay Raymond basketball. It's a little helter-skelter, and Clinkscales wants that ball to get it up and going quick.
No, that's not Ed Jones' game. He's got to get distributor basketball, headman the ball.
Nice reverse finish there by Parham. It was just fed into his chest. A little handoff by Chris Matthews underneath.
Jones is doing a lot of ball handling. Probably not what Coach Salerno wants out of Jones. He's a catch-and-shoot type player.
Ballard to the rim, finish.
Antonio Ballard.
That's what he does best. Nice spin move in the lane. Great concentration and finishing at the rim. No challenge, no rim protection once again by the Raymond. Raymond got to rotate. Parham needs to step up and force a tough shot.
Matthews for three, no good. Ballard the rebound. Stands in. Corey just waiting patiently over on the wing. Screen set there. He's going to move around. As Ed Jones stops his dribble, and Jason Williams comes in to play the defense. It's going to stay Storm basketball.
In for Halifax, Brian Addison.
Brian Addison checks back in now. And Addison only 2 points so far. He's been productive this series, though.
Yeah, very active on the boards, defensively and offensively. He's one of those guys that can give you that life coming off the bench in that second unit.
Hesitation dribble by Corey back to Jones as he drives the lane. Leaves it for Van Zant. No good on the shot. The last touch by Chenge. The Raymond will have the ball as they're up 160-59.
Nice easy look there for Van Zant. Just can't get it to go, but nice half-court set by the Storm.
Williamson, Parham finishes.
Becoming a problem now. The front court of the Raymond are starting to take over this game. Parham is injecting himself into this game physically.
Raymond.
They are battling.
Raymond foul on Jason Williams.
Offensively and defensively, end to end, him and Steve Chenge.
Another look at the finish by Parham underneath. And the Raymond are up 3, 62-59.
Would like to thank
as we go to the media timeout
this season. Physio Clinic.
All on the backs of the front court there. Rayvon Barber got it started. Parham contributing now.
The Prince George
Jason
Hotel,
Williams continue to be aggressive
partner.
at the rim.
Boneheads Barbecue.
Steve Chenge needs to step up.
Barbecue. Eastlink.
Him and
Eastlink
Jones,
Wireless is
two
here,
bigs. They
got
to insert themselves defensively. Try to alter shots at the rim. Right now, there's no rim protection from either team.
Molega Tours Limited.
Trading baskets right now is not a good thing for the Island Storm.
90s and now.
Joe Salerno has to be talking to his guys
Wilson's gas stops with instant savings using cash or debit.
And it's all coming, going towards the basket. They're attacking. This Raymond team are not settling for jump shots. If it's two guys can settle for jump shots, and they're trying to get those two guys open, Williams and Matthews. But other guys are going towards the basket. They're moving without the basketball. They're getting good passes with their half-court sets, and they're finishing at the rim.
Well, we'll have Game 5 tomorrow night. From PEI.
And folks, a reminder to sign up for the fan bus for the away game in Prince Edward Island. A cost of only $30. That covers your ride there and back, as well as entrance to the game. And you have to sign up by the end of today's game at the merchandise booth on the arena floor. So if you're interested in joining the fan bus, make your way down to the arena floor to the merch booth and let them know you're coming.
Teams have been there before. They got guys on that team. That team is made up of champions. Until you defeat the champion,
Michael Ray wants to make it a rematch of the NBL Finals. He doesn't care which year it's a rematch of. He just wants to make it a rematch.
Got a team full of champions. You cannot dismiss the heart of the champion. Those guys have been through some battles with Michael Ray. They know how to win in playoff time. I'm sure he had a struggle. He struggled through the regular season, but when it comes playoff time, when it's all about winning and putting those rings on at the end of the year, no team has more veterans on it that know how to get it done in crunch time than that London Lightning team.
I'm quite sure Adrian Moss would love a shot at Michael Ray again.
Nick Okori.
He won it last year with them.
I'll tell you what, if Nick Okori and Antonio Ballard continue to shoot like this, he'll probably get his chance.
Point Scales will drive to the basket, kick out. Shot there by Famutimi, no good. Batted around, it's end up in the hands of Ed Jones. Here come numbers for the Storm, and no one's stopping the basketball as Okori has said, I'm just going to keep going. No one's in front of me.
Halifax foul
Bad
on Tim
defensive
Parham.
transition there
Nick
by the
Okori,
Rainmen.
the line shooting 2 for the Storm.
Not recognizing who the immediate threat is. The immediate threat is the guy with the basketball. You got to stop the basketball and avoid him from getting towards the basket, especially in the middle of the court.
So good on both, and the Storm are back up too. Matthews will pop it back to Point Scales. He's going to take Moss to the hole. Got him beat, but I mean, that's a tough matchup. Point Scales and Chain Gang down low. Moss now, and no one's stopping again.
Adrian Moss.
I think it's time for maybe the Rainmen to have a discussion about recognition of when someone's coming up, we got to stop the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you can see Adrian Moss having no problems with that right hand as he finishes at the rim with the right.
Hop step and a jump in the lane as Famutimi's unable to finish. And underneath is Casey Love for the rebound. Now Moss leaves it underneath for Love and really drew Parham out there in the double. And the Rainmen will take a timeout. And just like that, the Storm are back up in this game.
Yeah, 8-point swing here, 8-point run coming out of that timeout is the Island Storm. Having a sense of urgency, knowing that this game is very important. If they can get this W, going back to the Island for Game 5, they have the opportunity to closing this one out. Going on to the championship series.
68-62, and I can only assume that Hodges is right now talking about stopping the ball.
The Rainmen will be hosting 2 5-day summer camps, July 7th to the 11th and August 11th to 15th that you do not want to miss. Simply contact 444-RAIN or info at rainmenbasketball.ca for more information.
Up to now,
and don't forget about that
getting
fan
back
bus.
and fighting,
Make your way
getting
down
back
to the
into
arena
this
floor.
game. Hitting
Only
shots and getting stops when they needed them, and going on and runs
with
when
entrance to
they
the
needed
game.
them as well to take over this lead. But coming out of that timeout, he just didn't have the defensive presence. Losing guys.
I think it's appropriate enough to get loud, don't you, Halifax?
He was the ball handler.
Let me hear you scream!
So has Adrian Moss, and easy looks at the goal. Right now, these two guys are beating the Rainmen defense in the middle of the court, whether it's coming from, like I said, the mid-range or full transition in the half court. And in that last possession, Adrian Moss was able to blow by his defender, draw the double team, and get a wide open Steve Chenga. Excuse me, that wasn't Chenga, I think it was Casey Love. So, I mean, they got to do a better job of recognizing and have a defensive presence. It's the bottom line.
So Williams will swing it over to So nice screens up by Barber as he runs down the lane. Instead, it's Famutimi top of the arc. Shot. That's good.
Oh, Famutimi!
Coming out of the timeout, especially trying to break up that run. Nice jumper by Famutimi.
Jones will cross court to Okori. Okori is already hit from deep, and he hits again.
That is crazy. That's back-to-back threes floating away from his defender. Had the bigger Rayvon Barber guard him, could have taken him off the dribble, but been able to step back and nail the three from beyond the arc. That's outstanding touch.
Famutimi short, and here comes the Storm. Moss with numbers. Okori wide open for another off the back iron, and Lobbed up to Williams, and Noss is going to...
Jason Williams and the heart.
It's on the floor. Yeah, he tried to get him a little early, not allow him to gather himself and finish at the rim.
And it's
but
Jay
that's
Williams
a tough task of trying to...
Another
trying to make it 3.
Oh, yeah, that's tough with Jason Williams. A lot bigger than Adrian Moss. Outstanding ability to concentrate and get his body square and make that shot off the glass.
So Jason Williams, 25 on the day for him.
Defense! Defense! Defense!
Moss leaving for Aquarius. Trying to get someone to create some separation for him. A double team now at half court. And he turns the basketball over. Raymond with a 3-on-1. Clinkscales has got to make up some steps. Flops it behind his back, and Addison.
And the heart.
An errant pass that went wide. Clinkscales did a good job of gathering it, draw the double team as
Storm foul on Casey Love.
Going left to
and
the lane
Brian
there,
Addison
and a nice no-look pass to Addison. And Addison, good job of contorting his body and keeping his body square once again. Back-to-back 3-point chance opportunities the hard way, and the Raymond convert. Just what the doctor ordered coming out of that timeout. Now they have all the momentum. Now they need a few more stops.
Oh, great defensive play there by Olu Famutimi. Able to steal the ball from Ed Jones, and yeah, Salerno's not happy about it. Clinkscales lob up to Brian Addison for the alley layup.
Second unit is coming up big. Famutimi as well as Addison. And Clinkscales is running the ship right now. The commander, and he is distributing the basketball.
8 assists, 9 points.
And that is enough.
And a technical foul on
Storm
head coach Joe Salerno.
Yeah, he just took it to the limit, and I think he was looking for that technical.
For your boys.
As he was riding the officials pretty hard, but Clinkscales is taking over in the last, that last time out, the last 2 minutes and a half here, the last 3 possessions, doing an outstanding job of finding his teammates.
His Twitter name is The General, and he's showing it right now.
So this should light a fire underneath the Island Storm team in this timeout, this technical foul called on Coach Salerno, as he had enough of the officiating this afternoon. Looking for a foul on the opposite end down here as the Island Storm turned it over. He might have had a bit of a case. It looked like there was a lot of contact, but it's been consistent all afternoon. Both teams have been able to get away with a lot of contact. The hand checking call is just not there for either team.
So the Raymond were down 6 at the timeout. They're up 3 now, 74-71. Clinkscales gets some space, and it's an offensive foul. He's called for the push-off.
Offensive
the right
foul
call. I wouldn't say that to make a call. I think that was the right call. Clinkscales a little bit with the left hand, pushed a little bit off there, but a lot of embellished by the defender, though. Not sure if that push would have pushed him into the front row as he acted that way, but nevertheless, he got the call, and that's what they needed to break up this momentum by the Rain.
Bauer will kick it down into the wing for Casey Love, who's backing his way in on Addison. Oh, he's counted the foul for Casey Love.
Basket counts.
He was able to take it from about
Halifax
8 feet outside the paint.
It'll be Love at the
and
line.
Just get whatever he wants.
Trying to make it a 3-point play.
Love completes the 3-point play. Back the other way, it's 2 shots coming for the Rainmen.
Storm foul on Casey Love. Olu Famutimi at the line, shooting the deuce.
See Olu on his drive here. That's Casey Love just coming in to try to disrupt him.
Trying to show that defensive presence with rim protection. Playoff basketball, no easy baskets at the goal, especially in the half-court set. Both teams not allowing each other to get those easy layups. They're going to make them earn it from the free throw line.
Defense. Defense. Here comes Moss now. Defense. Defense. Drives. Takes on two defenders. Draws contact. Shots coming.
Don't let Adrian Moss's height fool you and his stature. This guy is a beast when he goes to the basket. He will draw the contact. He is no stranger or afraid of drawing the contact. He gets that close. He tries to get that contact. Pretty good free throw shooter. He does convert from the free throw line at a pretty high rate. Since coming back from that injury, he's been a little bit of a force here in the third for the Island Storm.
76-76. The tie is, well, it's been going back and forth. The lead here is an entertaining third quarter. Clinkscales now for three, short, and it's going to be a foul called on Brian Addison.
Now they're starting to call it a little tight now. You're starting to see a little bit more inside that painted area, the battles between the bigs of both teams. As Addison's call for the push there.
Both teams shooting.
As they were jostling inside that paint. I'm not really sure where the contact was there, but both guys are equally pushing each other.
Good on the first. And on the second, so Williams now off on the wing. Addison coming down the lane. Flip it out to Clinkscales. Back over to Williams. Williams. Shot. No good. Nice defensive rebound there by Ed Jones. Jones drives. Doesn't get to go, and Salerno's got a case. I think he was fouled.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of contact going towards the rim.
Oh, and Jones is going to get called for the foul this way.
I tell you.
Whoa.
Not sure if that's the correct call there. Jones might have got that clean on Clinkscales.
He got
Storm foul.
He got hit
15,
down the other end.
Ed Jones.
He's getting called for the personal on the defensive side.
Salerno has to be careful, though. There's not much leeway he has left. Another technical, and he's going to see the gate.
Chris Matthews.
But he might have a beef in the last two possessions here. One on the offensive end by his team, and on the opposite side on the defensive end. Raymond got away there, dodged the bullet twice. Clinkscales looking to convert. A lot of talking between Clinkscales and Casey Love right now.
In and out, and it's going to end up in the hands of Jones. So Storm still up one. But Corey now. Back to Bauer, drives the baseline, has it swatted out of his hand, but Casey Love there to clean up around the rim.
Yeah, Love moving without the basketball, keeping it alive and getting that second chance opportunity. Raymond did a good job, Barber did, of stepping in and impeding the progress of Ballard, but Love slipping out the backside there.
Addison short, Jason Williams underneath for the offensive rebound. He's got 29. Storm pushing the tempo, lob it right over to the hands of Joe Salerno, and
it's a fight for the basketball. Salerno
keeping
give
it away from Clinkscales.
Salerno's very much involved in this basketball game.
Saying he just want to give it to the ref.
Yeah, and he's still giving it to the officials, wondering where the foul call was on the opposite end a few possessions ago.
If the Storm are going to turn the ball right over to his hands, he's going to use the opportunity to talk to the ref for a second. These team up one as Williams into the corner for Barber. Barber, and it's going to be a blocking call on Moss. So 2 shots coming for Raven Barber.
Moss just a step late there, trying to step in and take that charge. I think it's the correct call from this vantage point, and I can see don't have the advantage of looking at the replay, but Moss just a little bit slow there. Almost got that charging call on Barber.
Excellent.
Jason Williams doing a good job of distributing the basketball. Looked like he wanted to skip past it to Famutimi, but the defense dictated a wide open Barber on the baseline.
Yeah, yeah! Barber puts the Rainmen up 1. Storm turn it over. Williams will... He hucks it up.
He was looking for a foul.
At the end of 3.
He looked like he got caught.
Hey, look at that. Your Rainmen lead 81-80.
Good job of not allowing Corey that run out and that easy look at the buzzer. So Raymond finishing strong at the end of the third.
Up 81.
Now let's welcome back to the court your Halifax Rainmen Weather Girls.
Not too much accustomed to seeing the Raymond win in the middle quarters. Last 12 minutes is winning time. Need to step up. You got to have that defensive presence. Got to continue to do good things, going towards the basket offensively. Get easy looks. They've been doing a good job of attacking the rim and finishing at the rim. Stay consistent. Don't get away from the things that you were doing well to get you this lead.
And right now, the Raymond doing a better job taking care of the basketball in the Storm. Hold the edge in turnovers, 11-17. Well, 29 points and 6 rebounds from Jason Williams. 12 rebounds, 8 points from Parham, 10 points, 9 assists from Quinn Scales. It's a double-double show for the Halifax Rainmen. But a much more balanced scoring attack from the Storm going into the fourth.
This afternoon's winning number in our charity lottery is 323-472. If you have the winning number, you've got 10 minutes to bring it to the score table on the court to claim your prize. But don't toss those tickets, folks, if we do not have a winner in 10 minutes. We will draw another number. That winning number again is 323-472.
Make decisions, either getting his own shot or getting to guys that are wide open are going to be very key for the Storm. On the opposite side, the Rain got to be able to have that defensive presence, protect the protect the rim, and not allow Adrian Moss to beat them off the dribble and get good looks for Ballard and Okori. And stay consistent offensively. Don't go away from the things that got you this lead and got you back into this ball game, which was attacking the rim and making sure that you do not give this Island Storm any breaks on the defensive end.
So Antonio Ballard, Casey Love, Jeremy Williams, Ed Jones, and Adrian Moss out there for the Storm. Parham, Barber, Williams, Matthews, and Famutimi for the Rainmen.
Defense!
Bounce pass in low, turn around, jumper, no good. I love him. Parham knew he was falling, so he had to get rid of it to avoid that trap. He got it to Williams. Now Williams backing his way into the paint. Leaves it for Parham, and Parham able to put it up the floater. Can't get it to connect. And, Adrian Moss. Looks like he came down wrong on his foot, and he's doing a one-hop.
Yeah, he's had a tough afternoon, Adrian Moss, trying to stay healthy. Looks like he either stepped on a foot or stepped on the Eastlink sign on the baseline there. He's coming up a little bit, favoring that right ankle.
Into the corner for Williams now, down to Casey Love. Love on Barber. Nice double team on Casey Love to force him to pass out of that. 3 on the shot clock for the Storm. Got to put it up. Ed Jones draws iron, nothing else. And Tim Parham there for the defensive rebound.
Good close out there by Chris Matthews, forcing that tough shot.
Famutimi.
Famutimi for 2.
has done a great job in the second half coming off the bench, getting his shooting stroke going. Struggled just a little bit in his first 2 shots, but he has found the range ever since.
Moss into the corner for Love. Love over Parham, no good, but a great offensive rebound by Antonio Ballard. Ballard drives the baseline, and 2 shots are coming his way.
Ballard continuing to be aggressive. Spoke about that at the start of this fourth. He needs to force his will, as he's been doing it all season long, being able to put this team on his back in the third and fourth quarter.
Antonio Ballard at the
down
line,
the stretch,
2 for PEI.
Allow this team to go back to the island with a 3-1 lead. You can see the sense of urgency in his face. The guy's a gamer.
Clink Scales to check back in. He got a quick breather. They are up 1, 83-82, with a chance to tie the series at 2, best of 7. Underneath the Parham, the reverse layup goes.
That was a nice
from
reverse layup by Parham. It looked like he got caught in the air. Little indecision on which side he was going to take that shot, but nice finish in the reversal there. Great pass by Glitchscales as well.
Moss down, and that's 2 shots coming for Jeremy Williams.
From a team, he's looking for a jump ball. I'm not sure why, how. From this vantage point, it looked like he was a full bear hug from behind.
That's a Packers-Seahawks touchdown right there.
Jeez.
You grab the player who comes down with the ball. That is a touchdown.
But I'm not sure if he was in the shooting motion. Might have gotten him on the floor, so
I'm not sure why shots are coming on this either.
Yeah, it looked like he was definitely on the floor. It didn't look like he was in the shooting motion.
Brian Addison checking in.
But his back was turned, so his arms might have been going up. The official on the baseline had a better view at it. Now we got some confusion here. Williams is upset at the official that he's allowing guys run into the lane a little late as he's trying to get into his rhythm. Now he's really upset at the official. He missed the first, and he's giving him the
Williams
business.
at the line attempting a second.
His rhythm was messed up, allowing guys to run into the lane late while he had possession of the basketball. But he's got to put that out of his head and concentrate and knock down the second, not worry about the officiating at this point of the game.
Off the back iron, and there is Famutimi for the rebound. Left for Williams. Nice drop dribble, and Clinkscale's able to battle hard for that rebound over Moss. Now Williams into a sea of defenders in yellow jerseys, and a jump ball there.
Oh my goodness, I'm not sure where the foul wasn't there. Williams got tripped in the lane.
Nico Corey checking in for the Storm.
He was swarmed by Island Storm
Parham.
defenders. Had to be 2 calls had to come. The jump ball, I'm not sure that was the right call. It was either a travel or a foul there.
So the Rainmen have possession off the arrow. Clinkscales will inbound. Matthews comes flexing over to the other side.
Oh, wow.
And a 5-second violation.
That was more like a 6-second violation. It looked like he had an extra second there. Looked like time was standing still.
I think they were making up for the 4-second violation that happened down the other end.
Make it equal. Give him an equal 10. Wow.
Moss now. Off his foot, gets his dribble back, and leaves it for Ballard. And a foul down low, it's going to be on Addison.
They're fighting without the basketball. The
Halifax
bigs are just banging this afternoon. Chenge's been in the middle of all those skirmishes. Him and Addison on that melee. But them guys are banging right now, him and Parham.
No good on the Corey shot, and almost a back over violation on Williams. And Williams has some words for the fans in the front row.
Nice spin move and step back floater from Antonio Ballard. It's one guy from the Storm that's not going to go away this afternoon.
Scales now the screen set for him to get him some space. Parham clearing the lane. They'll kick it over to Addison. Long jumper. Long on the shot. Didn't draw iron. Raymond got to put it up. And that's Addison by Matthews.
Unlucky defensive set there for the Island Storm. They got the shot that they wanted out of Addison, but didn't get the defensive rebound.
3-on-1 if they hurry, and it's going to be a whistle.
Another technical foul called, and it looks like it's on the assistant coach of the Island Storm.
Mike Leslie getting the call.
And Coach Salerno he's looking back wondering, what now? He's almost like he's looking down. He doesn't even want to get close to his bench right now. Doesn't want to get even near.
Basket.
Wow. I'm not sure they should have stopped that play.
Technical on the bench.
I understand. I understand the
technical foul on the bench for the Island Storm.
To take away the advantage on the one end, he could have easily allowed the play to continue, allow the play run through, and then give the technical. Like at that point with the advantage, I'm not sure if that was the right time to stop the play.
It's a 3-on-1, let it play out, and then
back by popular demand this playoff season. It's time for another round of Dizzy Bats. Here's how it works.
I'd say you got one shot and then technical.
Amanda and Thuran are going to bend over, place their heads over their bats and spin 10 times.
If you delay it that long, you don't call it.
Then they're going to take a shot at the net.
To wait that long, to wait till they're out in the 3-on-1 opportunity in transition to call the technical is.
Now, Coach Salerno's taking a timeout. The Raymond up 87-84.
All right, let's cheer them on. The winner receives a prize pack sponsored by Energy 103.5. On your marks, get set, go!
This was on Leslie. Mike Leslie, the assistant coach of the Storm, or maybe even just on the Storm bench. Regardless,
you look back at total amazement was Coach Salerno. He was trying to follow the action on the other end. You look back with a look at the shoulders like, what now? Who got that technical?
And down they go.
She's going down.
Find your feet night.
I'm saying timber.
And to the basket.
We got a winner!
Lose control, a body and soul.
Today's Avis budget drive of the game goes to Rainman number 8, Jason Williams.
Raymond killing the Storm in the paint tonight, 42-28. A lot of that could be attributed to them not settling for jump shots and attacking the basket.
Well, they need to do that. You continue to be very aggressive on your home court. You guys you can settle, live with taking jump shots. Chris Matthews and Williams, those guys have been knocking down the three pretty consistently in this series. But when you're on your home court, you got to definitely attack the rim and force this Island Storm to protect it. Steve Chenge and Williams, along with Ballard, have not been doing a good job this afternoon protecting that rim.
Yeah, boy!
Big free throws there as Williams was able to knock down both. Raymond have possession of the basketball.
So now a critical offensive
Everybody clap your hands.
To convert those bonus possessions.
Everybody clap your hands.
Potentially a 4-point or 5-point swing here.
Come on, y'all.
For two.
Everybody clap your hands.
It's going to stay Raymond ball.
Great activity off the ball there by Addison, keeping it alive and forcing Antonio Ballard to knock it out of bounds. Not something you're we are accustomed to seeing. Antonio Ballard's got some outstanding hands and usually garners that rebound.
Clinkscales with a screen set. Parham rolling to the rim. Tries to feed him down low. It's going to be
a kick ball. Clinkscales probably would have been better off taking that shot himself from 5 feet out.
Down to Parham, and 2 shots coming for Tim Parham.
Yeah, Parham creating space with the wide base, moving Chenge to the side with the left hand. Chenge starting to fade just a little bit down the stretch here.
And that is the 5th foul on Jeremy Williams. So Ed Jones will come in.
Ed Jones subbing in, and big Tim Parham at the line shooting 2.
Williams was. He's frustrated. I think he's been frustrated since the free throw. He missed both of them. He's pretty upset with the official for allowing the Raymond to come late into the lane and messing up his rhythm. Better shot there by Parham.
Good on the first.
Last time we seen it was just a little shaky.
A little outside?
Just a little bit.
Off in the second. So 6-point Raymond lead.
Defense.
Chenge, top of the arc, back to Van Zandt. Now to the rim goes Ballard, and 2 shots coming for Antonio Ballard, and he's down.
Brian Addison with the foul.
Looks like he's holding his
taking
knee.
some time with his knee. Might be just taking his time to get up, but this is not a good sight if you're a Storm fan.
It's not where the confusion was on that defensive set. It looked like Antonio Ballard caught the basketball at the foul line, and it looks like Addison was basically waiting for him inside that painted area. You cannot wait for Antonio Ballard and allow him to get a full head of steam charging towards the basket. 10 times out of 10, he's going to win that battle at the rim. I don't care who's in there waiting for him.
So good on both. 4-point basketball game. Raymond looking to tie the series. Matthews. Off the screen, Parham rolling. He had him down low. Just couldn't feed him the basketball. Now Clinkscale, back to Addison. Williams, he's going to have to put it up. Off the elbow. No good. And a battle down low. Addison comes away with it for the offensive board. Raymond gets the chance to reset. Matthews. Nice closeout there by Corey.
Great recognition by Corey, sticking close to Matthews, knowing that he could hurt them the most on this extended possession.
Ed Jones getting called for the block.
Yeah, Ed Jones in no man's land. There's no way he can stay in front of Clinkscales off the dribble. A little bit of a mismatch there. Great advantage and great recognition again by Clinkscales, knowing that Jones definitely can't guard him off the dribble.
Clinkscales fires, rims it out, and underneath is Steve Chenge.
Defense.
For the rim, it's going to stay frozen up there, so a jump ball, it's going to stay, it's going to be Storm ball.
Now the official needs an explanation on previous possession.
So it's going to be a reset. The Island Storm fans are coming over, trying to get a chant going. Nick O'Corey answers with a big three.
That's a dagger from deep from O'Corey coming off of that screen. Beautiful backside screen as he was able to create some space here and hit that floating three.
He's 4-6 from beyond the arc.
And all of those threes have been floaters except for one standstill. Takes outstanding strength from your legs and your knees, your knees and your ankles to shoot a three from that range, floating away from the basket. Corey does it very nicely this afternoon.
Williams now out on the wing, backing his way in on Ballard. 2 shots coming for Williams, and that's a personal on Ballard. That's his third.
Yeah, if Jason Williams has any advantage
with the foul
in this matchup between him and Ballard, it's probably getting the ball inside the paint, as you can see there, and he gives Chenge a push in the end too. Tells him, listen, I know it's playoff basketball, I know we're being physical, but I'm not going to take it. Like I was saying, he has that advantage of backing down Antonio Ballard inside the paint and forcing either a foul or forcing an easy shot for himself. The Ballard on the other end is pretty quick off the dribble too, can beat him if he's got some space between him and the rim.
So Williams converts on both. Corey just waiting outside the rim. Clinkscales look like he's trying for a single leg takedown. Jones for 3. Back iron, Matthews the rebound.
Wide open look, Jones, you gotta knock that down. Great set by the Storm. Needed to convert, but Jones, you gotta make that.
Matthews with a lane, and he's gonna shoot 2. And I think Jones has got to put one more touch on that to a Corey on the wing.
Yeah.
He's the hot hand, you gotta feed him.
True, but the Raymond did a good job of closing out on Corey. I do believe there was a man standing next to him, but I mean, if you got that look, Jones, you got to step up. I mean, you've been knocking down threes all season long since being acquired by the Storm. You got to knock that one down. You get that open look, and he's probably saying to himself right now, man, I got to step up. And a great opportunity to come over here and steal 2 and go back and close out this series. It's good to get the split, but it's even better to get both of them.
Yeah! Nick O'Corey subbing in.
I'm not sure what Nick O'Corey said to his coach, but he sat down for one free throw and coming back into the game and takes Jones up.
Down to Changang, and Changang's fouled. No shot. It'll be 2 shots as they're in the penalty.
That's a good foul. That's a good foul by the Raymond. They were scrambling around. The help in recovery just wasn't there. Nick O'Corey got his defender in the air. He drew the double team because of his hot shooting in the second half.
How does that make you feel?
Great find to Chenge, but now it's up to Chenge to convert these 2.
Miss on the second, and it's going to be Storm basketball.
A little confusion there. Addison figured it was knocked out of bounds by Ballard, so he didn't go after it.
.24 for the Storm. O'Corey. That's a
Nick
baseline jumper, and the Storm are within 2.
He's shooting so hot right now, you can't even give him a crack. Nick O'Corey is taking over this game in the 4th.
Clinkscales calling for some movement towards him. Now Williams. Bounce pass and a great glove save by Antonio Ballard, getting his hands in the lane. Into the lane, and he's got 2 shots coming his way. That's a good foul on Ballard. Nothing easy.
Foul on Parham.
He's down once again, probably just taking his time to gather himself
Raven
and get his
Barber
composure.
checking in.
Last 2 possessions, offensively and defensively, just not what Coach Hodges was looking for. Defensively, a wide open jumper on the baseline for Nikokori. Can't allow him to do that. And on the other end, just a little bit too fancy there by Jason Williams on that pass in the lane, as Antonio Ballard was able to recover himself and get his hand in that lane and get the steal, and then come back down the other way unguarded. Can't lose your assignments down the stretch here. They're very important. Gotta have great concentration and pay attention to detail now. Every possession has to be treated like it's your last. The Raymond cannot afford to go over to the island being down 3-1.
Miss there, and what is it going to? I think it might be a foul on Ballard.
Some of these calls come very, very late, and there's no indication of what the call is.
So no foul. I think it may have been just a violation that he left
what it
early.
They had an inadvertent whistle, but he had it all this afternoon from the officiating crew.
Clinkscale's into the wing. Matthews step around jumper. Oh, he's got to readjust it. Shangang had his man covered. Up, and there's counted the foul. Oh my goodness, is Van Zandt on the finish.
Great finish in traffic by Van Zandt, taking the contact. A lot of contact coming from Raven on Barber.
Even Van Zandt is surprised to finish off this.
You can see they're real high off the arc as Barber probably could have done a little better if he's going to draw the contact and going to foul him. Don't allow him to gather himself and get it off the backboard.
Van Zandt completes the three-point play, and now his Storm are up 96-94. Rainmen, they need an answer now. Williams backing his way on Ballard. Passes out to Barber. Barber going strong in the lane, and 2 shots coming. Shangang looking for a travel.
Oh, he got away with one right there. He most definitely traveled in the lane. He definitely didn't put it down before he made
Storm
his
foul on number 11, Jeremy Williams, his 6th foul.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing here on these half-court sets by the Raven. A lot of guys standing around and waiting for somebody else to do the job. Getting away from the ball movement that they had in the early in the fourth, and throughout the third.
That's the 6th foul on Jeremy Williams, so he finishes the day with 14 points. And
that's a huge loss. Now they're going to have to step up. They're going to have to look to Ed Jones to step up and fill that role. Jones struggled this afternoon trying to make shots when he's getting his opportunity. Now he's got to guard Jason Williams Rayvon Barber or Williams, either one.
Tough matchup.
He's got a tough defensive matchup, and he's been struggling. So the Raymond definitely on the offensive side need to take advantage of those mismatches, but they need to convert down the stretch here. Protect the basketball, get good looks at the goal, and make shots.
Okay!
Tied at 96. Over 4 to go in regulation. Game 5 is tomorrow night in Charlottetown. Game 6 if necessary. Here in Halifax Wednesday. Ballard, he's going to shoot too.
I think the strategy needs to be, the adjustment needs to be made on Ballard. You got to know that he's not going to settle for jump shots. He's going to take the basketball and he's going to try to will his way towards the basket and get to the rim. He is not going to settle for jumpers unless it's a wide open standstill jumper and he's got all day to shoot it. He's going to continue to be aggressive and to drive the basket, and usually it's coming with the right hand. So step back off him and just to give him a little bit enough space so that you force him to take a tough shot, contested shot, jumping or fading away from the basket. But right now you can't allow him to continue his path towards the basket.
In and out on the second, and a rare miss by Ballard from the line. So it's a 1-point game. And Matthews floater, no good. Parham can't get the rebound and fouled. And he's fouled at his own free throw line. He'll make the trip to the other one. You have a feeling this is going to come down to a last possession game.
Yeah, both teams definitely looking like it might go down to that and be decided that way. But I think this Raymond team needs to put the basketball in the hands of Cliff Pinchnails. When he was running the point in the third there, throughout the third, a little bit in the fourth, and making decisions with the basketball and getting everybody involved, that's when their offense was clicking. Guys were moving without the basketball. He was getting them the basketball, and he was blowing by his man off the dribble and creating space that one. But now everybody's standing around and hoping for one guy to bail them out. It's just not the half-court set that they need to have. Last few possessions, they've struggled.
Famutini's trying to create some space for himself down low, and Williams wants to go there, but now he's got some spaces. Corey hit the deck, and Parham's able to come in on the weak side.
Flop move there by Corey, trying to draw that offensive foul.
Bounce pass to Van Zant. Van Zant back to Corey from deep. He's thinking about it. Now he will. The miss there and the crashing Tim Parham gets the rebound into the hands of Olu Famutini.
Should have taken the first one. It was there. Second guessed himself and forced himself into taking that tough shot.
A lob underneath and a foul coming.
He took a shot where not in a good spot. He took a left hand in the solar plexus area there. He had no choice but to try to hold on to dear life to Famutini.
It's Olu with the line, shooting appropriately enough. 2.
So a tie game at 99. Olu breaks the century mark, and so far this series, the first team to 100 has come away with the win. Van Zant now. Now to Corey. Corey back to Van Zant. It's a long shot, short. Chengang's got to try to chase it down, and he can't. A little hesitation there by Steve Chengang. Trying to get back on that offensive rebound. .229 left. Point scales with Famutini off in the wing. Now it's back to Jason Williams, who will back himself out. Screen there for him to get some space. He'll use it for a long two.
Jason Williams!
Raymond up 3, 102.99. Here comes Van Zant now. And Corey tries to pass cross court. Here comes Williams. He's leading the charge. Underneath, count the foul, Jason Williams. And just like that, the Rainmen are up. As the Island Storm take a timeout, another look at it here. Underneath, floater, good.
Pitchers tell the story.
Storm foul on number 15, Ed Jones. That's his 6th foul.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
That's the 6th foul on Ed Jones. So now the Storm are looking for someone that's going to be playing over that
wing position.
At the line, trying to make it 3. It's Jason Williams.
So that forces Salerno to go very, very small now, as he has both.